Good morning. Thank you for joining us today for Day 2 of Virtual Workshop 2021. I hope that you all have enjoyed your professional training sessions during Day 1 and have felt challenged and perhaps changed by some of the new information that has been presented. Our intention is to provide all of you with simple steps, solutions, fresh ideas, and additional resources that your district could employ to make this a great school year. If you are successful, we have been successful. We all have a vested interest in providing the best public education to students and their families in all of New Jersey's diverse and historically rich 21 counties. I encourage you to make connections and reach out to your peers from around the state during workshop so you can learn and lean on each other when you would like advice or to compare notes. Our next presenter, NJSBA's President Irene Lefebvre of Boonton Town in Morris County, is one of those seasoned pros you could feel free to reach out to. With more than 25 years as a board member, Irene also has years of experience as a classroom teacher, school administrator, NJSBA small group and committee leader, and did I mention that she is the mom of 7? So please join me in welcoming, once again, NJSBA President Irene Lefebvre.
Good morning. Workshop has always been a place for me to meet and interact with others who are just as dedicated to the field of education as I am. For our newest members, I encourage you to use workshop programs to further explore your roles and responsibilities and to let the new knowledge that you have gained empower you in your governance duties. Connect and learn from veteran school board members, superintendents, and business administrators. Feel free to take notes as you listen to our expert presenters and speakers from a variety of fields to gain a better understanding of the issues affecting education and to learn from others in this user-friendly, supportive environment. And don't forget that each training session is still going to be available to watch again for 30 days after workshop ends. I'm going to tell you what I used to tell my students. There are no dumb questions. If you have a question, I'm sure that there are others who have the same question but may not want to ask. So you are actually helping yourself and others when you ask that question. Now, on to one of the most enjoyable parts of workshop that I've always appreciated, student performances. I am in awe of all the talent we have here in our state. Our next featured group is from Bridgewater-Raritan Regional High School in Somerset County, showcasing its theater arts program production of God, I Hate Shakespeare. The theater group began in 2021 school year completely remote, and this amusing and entertaining piece served as the opening number from its virtual production, Shakespeare Unmasked. They used virtual learning as a device to reinterpret the song from the musical Something Rotten. The song is intended to celebrate the work of William Shakespeare and how his influence has been received and spans across all genres of the arts. The students are led by director Teresa Wallace Gunnings. Please enjoy.
Good morning, class. Today we are going to talk about William Shakespeare, aka the Bard. I know how much you love talking about Shakespeare, so I'm expecting your enthusiastic participation. Let's review what we already know. When and where was William Shakespeare born? Okay, well, William Shakespeare was born in Stratford-upon-Avon in April 1564. His birthday is celebrated on April 23rd. Shakespeare coined over 1,700 terms which are still used today. An example of a term that Shakespeare coined is the green-eyed monster. Can anyone tell me what play that is from? The green-eyed monster is from the play Othello. Let's try another one. The play's The Thing. Who can tell me what play that phrase is from? Is anyone listening? That play is Hamlet. One of the most famous scenes from the play is the ghost scene. Let's review that scene now. Act 1, Scene 1. The curtain opens on a night scene.
Oh God, I hate Shakespeare. That's right, I said it.
No.
I do, I hate Shakespeare.
Why?
I just don't get it how a mediocre actor from a measly little town has always been the brightest jewel in England's royal crown. Oh God, I hate Shakespeare. His plays are wordy, but oh no, the great Shakespeare. That little turd, he had no sense about the audience. He makes them feel so dumb. The phony doesn't care that my poor bum is getting numb.
How can you say that? How can you say that?
It's easy, I can say it, cause it's absolutely true.
Don't feel weakness, they say he's a genius.
His genius is he's fooling all of you.
But he's brilliant, what majesty flows from his pen. His poetry soars like a sweet violin. God's own inspiration, like lightning doth strike him, and he captures my soul.
Jeez, you sound just like him.
Really? Thanks.
You should hate Shakespeare.
Well, I don't. I try to emulate Shakespeare.
Well, there's your problem. You're so blinded by the bard who's such a pompous little man.
Why is it a problem to admit that I'm a fan?
Cause he was a hack with a knack for stealing stories. What a sham!
How can you say that? How can you say that? The man really knows how to write a rockin' play.
You wish you could pen one, you wish you were in one.
I just wish that he would go away.
Well, that's not gonna happen because everyone I know says he's the greatest writer England's ever known.
And that's another thing I hate about Shakespeare, is all the twits who bloviate about Shakespeare, and how they prattle on about his great accomplishments, well, la-di-da-di-da. And once they start their gushing, there's no stopping them, and then it's blah, 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 Shakespeare. And the teacher says, da-da-da-da, Shakespeare. He schools in court, and they say Will was such a genius, and his writing was divine. A rose by any other name was such a clever line, and she's all ooh, and they're all stop, and she's all yay, and I'm all ugh, and I'm really getting sick of it, and oh, I hate Shakespeare!
I think by now we sorta know you hate Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, I bet he feigned humility when all he did was gloat. The way he wore that silly frilly collar around his throat. The poster child for why no one should ever procreate. Let me make a shorter list and I'll give it to you straight. Every little thing about Shakespeare is what I hate.
He really, truly hates Shakespeare.
Don't hate.
I know that all of you are attending this conference while also working hard in your important school district roles and balancing all of it with busy personal lives. We are living through unprecedented times, and it is crucial that we stay focused, healthy, and mindful of our own well-being so that we can continue to effectively lead our education community. Our keynote speaker, Alisha D. Lorenzo, will no doubt leave us with some tried and true tips to help us get there. Alisha has served as an advisor to the New Jersey School Boards Association, the New Jersey Department of Education, other state education agencies, and numerous school districts throughout the state. As a licensed professional counselor and a former educator for nearly 20 years, most recently in Asbury Park Public Schools, Alisha brings her experience in dealing with trauma and social emotional awareness to New Jersey school officials, educators, and students. Alisha holds the distinguished role of serving as the first Social Emotional Learning Coordinator in the Asbury Park School District and the state. Alisha, I am so happy that you are able to join us live today, and I am looking forward to an informative and motivating session with you. Please join me in welcoming Alisha D. Lorenzo.